Hello, welcome to the crossover. Sunday afternoon hoops, Melbourne style, and it's United to get the points against the South East Melbourne Phoenix. And what an emphatic victory it was. 25-point smashing at John Cain Arena. Welcome to the crossover. I'm Drew Jones. Beck Cole from the Southside Flyers is with us, and NBL Championship player Damon Lowry. Damon, wake up. It's time to go.
What?
Switch on.
What are you talking about?
You've had a snooze this afternoon.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Get up and about, because Melbourne, are they back?
No, they're not back.
25 points.
They was awesome today. What do you always say? One hot day don't make a summer. They were sensational today. They was awesome. I mean, it's so unpredictable, this league. Anybody can beat anybody, anywhere, on any given day, any given time. So Melbourne United put the beat down on the Phoenix, and look, they deserve every bit of it. And Chris Gooden came out in scintillating form. So
12 of 17 throwdowns. Melbourne have won. What did you think of United today, Beck?
It was great. Like you just said, seeing CG out there smashing those threes, that's what gets the crowd going. That's what gets the team going. I love seeing Shea back orchestrating the team. But I agree, consistency is key. It's great to have two hot games, but can you put a few of them together?
50-point turnaround. So they lost by 25 points to Cairns. They win by 25 this afternoon. They improved their record to 5-5. Just quickly on Golding, 30 points. 7 of 12 3-point shooting. It was a big day for Chris Golding. Let's go to John Cain Arena, because Shea Illy is with us. Shea, thanks for your time. A great win in a throwdown. Tell us what this means to you.
Yeah, it means a lot. Coming from that game up in Cairns, we didn't play too well. And it was good to come out and play like that tonight.
Hey Shea, great to see you back out there leading the team. What is the vibe within the group right now? Because I just think I could see smiles going, everyone getting amongst it. You're 5-5. What's the vibe?
Oh yeah, the vibe's high. Coming back from Cairns, like I said before, it wasn't a great game for us. But yeah, it was good to come out here, and like you said just before that, we need to string a few games together to be a great team. Right now we're not there yet, and hopefully this window we can string chemistry together during trainings.
Shea, good job, man. I just found out you're the only dude that's played in every single throwdown. What are you bringing to the team as opposed to when you were out, and what was the team missing? So what are you adding to the whole thing?
I just looking up at the scoreboard, seeing everyone, most of the boys over single figures, in double figures. That's what we want to see. The scoreboard, everyone scoring, rather than just one or two people. It makes it fun for everyone when everyone's scoring and not just two people.
Shea, how would you describe Chris Golding when he's in that sort of form?
Yeah, he's awesome. High caliber player. We need to find him more. And get him shots, open shots. He's always stuck in corners, getting top blocked, and yeah, I felt like we did a great job to get him shots tonight.
Shea, well done. Big win. Great to see you back out on court. Enjoy the break, and we'll see you after.
Thank you.
Shea Illy with us from John Cain Arena. So Chris Golding, when he shoots 7 or more threes, or when they go in, and Melbourne United are on the court, 9-0. So when he knocks down shots, Melbourne win.
Dude can light it up. But he came out today extra aggressive. He was like, you see him sprinting the lane? He doesn't always play with that level of energy. He was like, damn it, I'm gonna make sure we are super competitive today. Even though their season looks like it's going this way, he made sure today is going that way.
So question for you, Beck, when you arrive at your games playing for the mighty Southside Flyers, how do you arrive at the venue?
Well, I'm a flyer, so of course I rock up as a flyer gal. You should have seen my outfit last night. Ready to go, look good, feel good, play better.
And what is the sort of vehicle that you arrive at the ground in?
It's an MG sponsored, shout out, but I wish it was an electric bike.
Damon, just before we get to that, you've
I used to get a ride from people.
He should be in a Ferrari. Big Sauce Williams, he's rolled in on the higher lime bicycle. Damon,
come on, Sauce.
Seriously, talk some sense here.
Sauce, come on, get your big ass off that little bike. And where's your helmet at, man? We worried about your safety.
Okay. That's interesting from Sauce Williams. Big foodie, apparently, so maybe he's come straight from the Flinders Lane strip. Anyway, so big story today. Sydney Kings get 17 road wins in a row. It's this NBL record that keeps rolling and rolling. And Xavier Cooks, MVP fancy, playing really well in the first half. They're up by 20 points. He throws down a big dunk. He's leading the way for the Kings as per usual. And then disaster strikes for Xavier Cook's injury. Ankle. It doesn't look good for him. Damon, I know you don't like looking at injuries, but you can see there's some rotation on the ankle, which is not nice.
I didn't see it. I refuse to look.
Look at the screen.
Nope, I'm not looking. I don't like injuries in slow motion, but from your reaction, it don't look good. But I'll tell you what, though, I've known Xavier Cooks his entire life. I got a personal investment in how he is as a dude. And the way he is as a player for this league, he's sensational. Like, for him to be out at any time is going to be a big blow, not only for the Sydney Kings, but for the entire league. So he's sitting over there with his feet up. His dad used to do that when he was in Ballarat playing, just take his shoes and socks off on the bench. But hopefully he's back soon.
Beck, you're the current pro amongst us. Talk us through that, seeing that and what you think it might mean for him.
Yeah, obviously it's a cringe. It gives you shivers when you see something like that. But you saw that he just stood on someone's foot, and I know bone was to the ground, but hopefully it's just ligament strain, maybe a few weeks, and break coming up. This might be a good thing for him. But all the best to Zaves, because that's never nice when you have a key player in your team.
So the Kings were 22 points up, and they were around 20 up when Kings goes off when Cooks goes off the floor, and then the Breakers come back to get it back to 2 points. Is that an indication of what he means?
He means everything to that team. Without Zave, big call alert. No, I don't know. Don't say it.
Ring the bell.
Look, he ain't gonna be out for the season. But I'm just saying, without him in the lineup, they vulnerable. They severely compromised. It ain't like when Jalen Adams went out last year and everybody could pick up the slack in the backcourt rotation. There is no backup for Xavier Cooks. That's it.
Whoa.
So he's the rebounder, the playmaker, the defender, scores from all over the place. I see them taking L's without Zave.
So if he's not going to be on his feet running, he's going to take a while to get back to his best as well. How do they fill in the 18 points per game, the 9 rebounds, the 5 assists?
I think I see Noy getting more time, so hopefully he comes in. He's finding his stride more and more each game. Do you look inside? Do you get the big guy more options? But I think it's got to come from DJ and Junior. I just think it really has to be done. They have to step up another bloody level than they already are.
So it's going to probably be a somewhat relaxed November for Xavier Cooks, because he's going to be off his feet for a while now, but you're going to pick up the slack, Damon. Nasty November. We know you're the Iron Man amongst us.
I'm currently involved in a mission.
Yes, talk us through it.
Well, this is the month of November, nasty November. This mission is designed by myself to test myself to the core, Drew. So I got to run 1,000 Ks for the month of November, and I got a full-time job. And I got to come here and listen to your little wisecracks. It ain't always easy, but I got to figure it out, because that's what the Navy SEAL community do. We figure it out.
So 1,000 kilometres, that is just completely stupid.
And I got to run 2 60K days.
45 a.m. I'm not even that sleepy neither. That's what happens when you go to sleep at 9:30. Anyway, big day today for Damon. Got to run 32 Ks before work. Then after work, go to the governor's house and collect my Australia sports medal for my Commonwealth Games efforts. Then commentate 2 NBL games. I feel pretty good. But if you touch my left kneecap, we fighting.
So those 60K days, is that going to involve you then end up on the floor in the crossover studio asleep?
I will man up. I'll be hurting, but I'll man up, because that's what we do in the Navy SEAL community.
Just quickly, one word, Beck, on what are your thoughts on this challenge?
It's not a challenge, it's a mission.
It's impressive. Like, I'm young, my knees are old, and I commend you, because 60K, that ain't easy.
I think you got a screw loose, if I'm honest.
I do.
Sportsbet also, well, they haven't got a screw loose, but they're getting towards that realm, so let's get to them now.
Welcome to At The Line. My name is Simon Legg, and after picking too many losers last week, Felix von Hoff has gone into hiding, but thankfully I'm joined on the show by Josh Jenkins. Josh, how you doing?
I'm well. Seriously, I take a day off, and you did a good job, but Felix, $1.94, not only that, that's embarrassing enough.
Yep.
But the fact is, it went under. It didn't even win.
It didn't win, and he also potted you for tipping
What?
losers, and he gave $1.94 multi that did not get up.
Jeepers creepers. Shall we talk some NBA? Because the less of Felix, the better. Let's talk some NBA and see if we can find a few winners.
We absolutely should. There's always plenty of drama in the NBA. As we bring up the championship market here, we want to talk about a couple of teams specifically. And I have a very, very strong question for you that I want an answer on. Who would you be more concerned about right now, Brooklyn or the Lakers? Because they're both going terribly.
Well, Brooklyn are $14. They should be 41. And the Lakers are 81. They should be 101 because neither of these two teams are any good. Now, the Kyrie Irving drama is significant, and we don't know when that ends, to be honest. But even with him on the floor, they've looked terrible. So they've got no chance. The Lakers have got even less chance. They're a terribly constructed roster. I heard Felix want to sack Rob Pelinka. I'm in that basket as well. You can put me in that category too. So both teams, terrible.
I think you've hit the nail on the head there. He did say they wanted to fire Rob Pelinka and might have got a complaint. That's why he's not here.
Oh,
but
I love Rob.
The other thing we wanted to talk about was the Cavs. Now, Donovan Mitchell is playing really well. He's obviously moved across in a trade from the Jazz. But can he be the man on a championship squad?
Yeah, that's my query, whether Donovan Mitchell, Spider, it's a great nickname, and he's a great player. But I'm not sure he can be the best player, the number one man, the top dog on a championship winning team. He might make a fool out of me this year, and Cleveland have started incredibly well. But I'm just not sure. I need to see a little bit more because when he was a Utah player, they couldn't get it done in the playoffs.
Now, bringing up the games on Monday, we have got Cleveland at the Lakers. What do you think is going to happen here?
Good game this. Lakers have finally found a bit of their groove. Cleveland, we know what they've done. So on the road, I think Cleveland will just get it done.
And Utah at the Clippers.
The Clippers need to win. You've got to check the games and check the lineups because you never know who's playing for the Clippers. But at home, they should win.
And we have a multi that is our multi, but I want you to talk to it.
Well, it's your multi. The Clippers to cover 7.5. Just check the lineups. Cleveland to cover the 6.5. Love that. 350. Well done.
Thank you. Well, don't say well done yet because it hasn't won. But if you want to follow this one in, please gamble responsibly.
You know the score. Stay in control. Gamble responsibly.
Melbourne United own the state of Victoria on this Sunday evening, a 25-point win in the Throwdown at John Cain Arena. So 12-5 is the overall record. Welcome back to the crossover. We're in very much the countdown here, so it's time for Cole's Call.
She back.
So, who needs to make the biggest move in the FIBA break to get back on track? So
I have two teams for you. I think on paper / they have the ability to, if they want to, go all the way and also make top 4, for me is Perth and Adelaide. You have to go back, you have to have training, and you have to understand who do we need to find, what plays do we need to switch up, how do we defend teams so we can score more points in them and they stop. So for me, I'm very intrigued, hashtag watch this space, but those are 2 teams who on paper need to do better, and if they don't do it, they're not in it.
Brady Manick knocks down 6 of 8 3-pointers. He's been poor for the whole season.
Told you guys.
Do they keep him?
I told you. Everybody was trying to get him out of here.
No, hang on. This is not about you. This is about Brady Manick. Do they
Everybody
keep him?
was trying to say, let's help him pack his bags. Not me. Not me, Brady. I was on your side the whole time. I knew what this guy was capable of. He came alive. Not even surprised. Easy 25 points in 21 minutes. Easy work for Brady.
Adelaide better team without Craig Randall or with him in the side?
I think they gel as a system more. I think Randall just needs to know when to shoot his shot, like CG today, scoring 30, but then when to do the team thing. Franks is playing really good at ball as well. You need to look in the big guys. So it's an inside-outside game for me for Adelaide.
Big call from me. The 2 most overrated teams in the league, Adelaide and Perth.
I don't even think Perth is rated.
Well, they were this season.
They're not overrated and underrated. They're just me.
All right, we've got 10 seconds left on the crossover. Thanks so much for your company. You can't hit a shot to save yourself, so can you please hit a buzzer beater as we go to the break and
No,
farewell?
I'm
Shoot
saving
it right now. Shoot it now.
No.
See you after the fever break.